Hello, hello, Merry Christmas from Streams of Dreams. Welcome, everyone. I hope you have your Christmas shopping completed. It's almost too late. I'm just verifying that the live is working. Hello, hello, Merry. It's working. It is working. Happy, what day is it today? Happy Monday, everyone. What do we want to talk about today? Does everybody have their Christmas shopping completed? I do see the screen. It seems to be working. How is everybody doing today? It is a Christmas edition of the live stream. So we're going to wait for a few more people, and later we will review some of the sounds. The prophet sent a video from his yard, and we're going to see if we can hear the turnpike noise. Hello, Craig. How are you? Cruising with the olds. Cruising with the olds. Hello, how are you? Later, we will play the video. The prophet has sent a video. You are on. Prophet, is it okay if I play your video of your backyard? It's going to be, can you hear the turnpike from the prophet's house? And for those new, the prophet bought a brand new veranda home. The prophet lives here, right next to Craig Court, Corbin Trail. And he's telling me it's how many miles from your home to the turnpike? Did you say it's 1 mile, 1.1 mile to the turnpike, prophet? You missed the patio, veranda, and cottage, and it was on the north end of Edenfield in your video. I mentioned the Patio Villa neighborhood in Edenfield, didn't I? Showing as a copyright, 54 cents. It's in the mail. Got to be more worried about the pickleball than the turnpike. You think so? I was thinking about that. I was thinking one of the reasons I'm hesitant to buy in near Eastport is because of the turnpike. I'll be honest with you, the prison does not bother me. The turnpike bothers me. 1.1 mile from the prophet's house to the turnpike. So you let me know when everybody wants to listen to the sounds. Let me see. Can I even get there from here? I can. Can I even share the screen? Downloads. I can't even share that screen, can I? How do I share that screen? How do I share the screen? I'd have to share the desktop, I think. Anyway, how do I share that screen? Add a scene. Media. Slides, video, screen, other. Anyway, I got to figure it out. Sorry, at the north end. Yeah, at the north end of here. Oh, yeah, you're right. There is a veranda home neighborhood here, right? And then there is patio villas up here. That's right. Yeah, I missed that. I knew I missed this veranda home neighborhood in Edenfield, but I forgot I missed this one. You're right, I missed that one. But the question I have is anybody really interested in living that north in Edenfield? You're really close to the turnpike up in this area. Is anybody interested in living in Edenfield on the north side, close to that turnpike? That is the question I have. So what do you say? I listen to my house here in Tennessee, busy road near elementary, middle, and high school, along with commuter traffic up and down our road. It is loud at times, but I am at a point I barely notice it. And that was the thing when the prophet sent me the file, and I'm not sure how I share the file actually. That it was 1 a.m. and it was white noise. All it was white noise. But the question I have is when those trucks downshift and they go into the Oasis, the gas station area that's between the lanes, sometimes those noises are really loud when they downshift. That's what I would be concerned about. The white noise is actually not bad. I would agree with that. It's the times where they downshift. And the reason I say that is when I first moved to the villages, they were selling homes here, right in this area. I forgot what the village names are, but they were selling homes in this neck of the woods. And here, Marsh Bend Trail or Warm Springs. They were selling homes in this neck of the woods. You can see it. And there were so many people buying homes there and complaining about the turnpike noise. And I think that's why I'm super sensitive about the turnpike. Is my first experience living in the villages was listening, watching the newspaper, and listening to the people along the turnpike complain about the turnpike noise. They went to the developer. They wanted the developer to put a 10-foot wall in, a dirt wall. I think it was these people in here, right in there. They wanted the developer to put a 10-foot wall of dirt in between their homes and the turnpike, and the developer said no. So the first year I was in the villages, I was listening to that. So I think that's why I'm so hypersensitive about turnpike noise, because I hear a lot of people complain about it, or at least I used to hear a lot of people complain about it. So I'm thinking one of the reasons I left the Veranda Home neighborhood off was because I don't know if anybody would want to live here. I'll be honest with you. I am surprised people are buying into this Patio Villa neighborhood because of the turnpike. No, I mean, they are a stone's throw away from the turnpike. Oh my God. And then this Veranda Home neighborhood, I mean, wow. In my opinion, you're way too close to the turnpike. Let me know what you think. Speaking of super sensitive, when I posted this video with the following caption, a few people thought I was complaining. I've learned not to tone into the text. It'll be interesting if they add sound barriers as the turnpike is. That's the other thing, Craig. That's the other reason I'm not buying into Eastport area. Are they going to expand that turnpike? And if you think the turnpike is loud now, what's it going to be like when they expand it? That's another reason I am not buying into Eastport. Was just closed on a whole woman and ask, can you hear? Yeah, you can hear it, but it's not bad. The white noise is actually not bad. The question I have though, Prophet, is if you flip your home and your lanai is facing south away from the turnpike, can you still hear it? That's the question. Can you still hear it? Let me go to Yahoo Mail. Sign in, log into Yahoo Mail. Can I log into Yahoo Mail? Is the question today. Yeah, here we go. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I have no idea. It's crazy. I'm going to see if I can log into Yahoo Mail. And see if I can download it. But for some reason, I'm having a hard time. It's like I can't share my desktop, and I don't understand why. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. How do I share my desktop on this stupid software? How do I share this desktop? I don't know how to share the desktop. It's not like I can preview it. So how do I play it? So there. You can't see it and you can't hear it. I don't think you can. I don't know why. I don't know why. Can I share this? I don't know how to share it. That's the problem. You cannot see it, and I don't know how to share it because I'm stupid. How do I share this desktop? Depends on the wind. Yeah, a lot does depend on the wind, actually. How do I share? Add a scene. Add media. Add a desktop. Slides. Video. Select one video. Recordings. Video. Add to your stream. Image. A local play from your computer. Yes, that's what I want. Okay. Downloads. And then this open. An unexpected error happened during local playback. Okay, so I'm not playing that video today, I guess. I don't know how to share it with this goofy software that I have. We are heading back down a week from today. Looking forward to the temperature increasing about 2 degrees for every hour of driving. Yes. Depends on the way the wind blows. Yes. So if anybody wants to hear the Prophet sound, I cannot play it. Don't know why. We're heading back down a week. Stop sharing. Share this tab instead. Yeah, I can't play it. That's the problem. Yeah, I don't know how to add it to this software. But all it is, it's white noise from the Prophet's house. You can hear the turnpike. It's not really loud. And I'm concerned about the expansion of the highway as well. I don't know. The prison does not bother me. It is more so this highway. And to a smaller degree, it's going to be the locals that are going to come into the town squares on the weekends, and the high school in Middleton. I just think you have a mixture of things here that could create potential issues. But the town square is second to none. I think Eastport is going to be awesome. I think the town square is going to be awesome. On the village's word of mouth group. Okay, go to the video of the word of mouth group. Yes. But you can hear it. I knew you could. It does not surprise me that you can hear the turnpike from your home here in Oak Hollow. The question I would have is, can you hear the home if you live in Shady Brook? Does anybody live in Shady Brook? Can you hear the turnpike from Shady Brook? And the other question I have is, why are all of these homes for sale in Moultrie Creek? What is going on in Moultrie Creek? Lots of pre-owned homes for sale in Moultrie Creek. Or do you think that's not that many homes for sale? To me, it seems like there's an inordinate amount of pre-owned homes for sale in Moultrie Creek. Are they buying them to flip them? Is there something going on that they don't like living in Moultrie Creek? Is this just normal? Why are so many homes for sale in Moultrie Creek? You got Mockingbirds for sale. You got a Mockingbird. You've got patio villas for sale. You've got a Nest model for sale. You've got a Pebble Beach for sale. You've got another Pebble Beach. You've got an Eagle for sale, 420. Why are all these homes in Moultrie Creek for sale? Or do you think this is just normal? Here's a Topaz for sale. There's a Jackson. I would like to know your thoughts. It basically white noise at 50-ish, 50 decibels. I was going to ask you, did you measure the decibels? Yeah, 50. Now the question is profit. They're past a year and they're trying to flip for a profit. You think that's the reason? It could be. Really? Trying to flip it for a profit. Huh. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, this 1.1 million warbler for sure. Very interesting. But the problem with that flipping mentality is that the villages are building new homes faster than you can list your old home. And the new homes are costing less than what they're asking for the pre-owned homes. So I don't even understand this flipping mentality. Why would you buy a pre-owned home when you can buy a new home for less? And you can make the new home your own. If you don't want $50,000 worth of landscaping, you don't need to pay for it on a new home. You can put in $10,000 landscaping, for instance. It's an interesting concept that people have. And how many people actually flip their home for a profit? I think it'd be difficult to do that because you have so many new homes that are priced lower than the money you stuck into your pre-owned home. That's why when I do the videos, do you buy new or pre-owned? Almost every time, the new home is a better value than a pre-owned home. So when are these people going to wake up and realize you can't make that much money flipping a home? Because they constantly are building new homes to replace it that are cheaper than what you put into it. I never understood that. A profit. Yes, they're going to be on the market for quite a while. The problem is with pre-owned homes is that you got these people, they come in and they blow their budget on landscaping and painting and all these unnecessary upgrades, and then they try to flip it to people like me who are unwilling to pay for those unnecessary upgrades. Not to mention, when they paint the inside of their home, they usually are painting it a god awful color and they want people to buy it. That's what I saw in a lot of these pre-owned homes. The tastes that some people have, their decorating tastes and their decorating choices are less than to be desired. And then they want to turn around and then they plow all their money into these homes in upgrades that are unnecessary, like 50,000, $80,000 landscaping, and then they turn around, they try to flip it, and the house sits on the market forever, and then they wonder why. Oh, how come nobody wants to buy my house? Just ask some of the real estate agents. Some of these real estate agents, when I do my open home pre-owned videos, it's interesting to listen to these guys. Yeah, there's another builder install fans with better fans. I think it's now worth millions. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly right. They take out the builder grade fans, they spend $5,000 on upgraded fans, and then they want to sell it to somebody like me who is just fine with the builder grade fan in it, and I won't pay the $5,000 extra for the fan. That's the mentality. That's exactly the mentality. Oh my God. It's kind of comical. Doing pre-owned open home videos, when I used to do them, it was a comedy show to see some of the things that these people did to their homes, and then they were surprised they could not sell their home. They painted the wall pink or something like god awful or black, and then they say, why doesn't anybody like my decorating taste? My advice is keep your walls white. Hello, Craig the Sailor and Nicole. Welcome to the live stream. Everybody should catch the Prophet's his Ring camera, the noise of the turnpike, and I wasn't surprised I heard that noise though. Prophet, I have a question for you, Prophet. Are you surprised that you can hear the turnpike like that? When you first bought your home, Prophet, did you expect to hear the turnpike or did you not expect to hear the turnpike at all in your home in Oak Hollow? That's the question I have for the people that bought in the southern part of Oak Hollow and now hear the turnpike. Are you surprised that you even hear the turnpike? Or did you expect to hear the turnpike? That's the question I have. Because that was the point of a lot of my videos over the last, I don't know, 6, 8, 10 months, is that you didn't think about it. You didn't think about the turnpike. And I think a lot of people don't think about it. That's part of the reason I started my YouTube channel, is to inform people. You need to start thinking about it, that noise travels a lot further than you think. That's why I started this YouTube channel. I started it because I was sick and tired of hearing people buying homes next to the turnpike and then complaining about it. That was one of the primary reasons I made the YouTube channel. I said, I need to start educating these people that they just can't buy a home next to the turnpike and then complain about it. Finally noticed it for the first time. Yeah. Yeah, to some people, it's not an issue. To others, it is. And I think that's the point I'm making, is that there are some people that are sensitive about it, like me. It's an issue. And then there's other people that are not sensitive about it, maybe like you. It's not an issue. But I think it's my duty to inform people that they should be aware of it. I'm like, that has to be the Florida I'm hearing. Yeah. The question I have for you, Prophet, well, you're not living there, but if anybody lives there, can you hear the trucks downshifting and slowing down to get into the gas station? That is where I think you're going to hear loud noises. Because I heard it when I stayed on a lifestyle stay. When I stayed on a lifestyle stay, I stayed in a house that was on the turnpike. They had lifestyle stays right in this neighborhood here, right next to the, oh, where am I? Megason Road. They had lifestyle stays, and I stayed on a home, in a home. It was a courtyard villa. And where was it? Where was it? Somewhere in here. Yeah, driving up and around. I think it was right in here. There's a, yeah, past the pool. Right in here, I think. I stayed in a courtyard villa, right? Where's the courtyard villas in here? Somewhere in here, there's a courtyard villa neighborhood. I stayed in here, in a courtyard villa. I forgot what the village is, what the village is. But I couldn't sleep at night. The turnpike was so bad, I could not sleep. The house physically shook from trucks on the turnpike. I could feel the bed shaking when I stayed in one of these homes along the turnpike. I didn't get any sleep. None. Where is that? Is it this neighborhood? Yeah, I think this is the neighborhood. Yeah, DeLuna. I think it was in DeLuna, Village of DeLuna. These used to be lifestyle stay homes here. Yeah, this is the neighborhood. And I stayed in this home right here. Right here. The lanai was facing the turnpike on this corner lot. One of these two corner lots. I was in a lifestyle stay home. There's the turnpike, and I did not get one wink of sleep all night. And the floor of the home bounced as the trucks drove by the turnpike. I still work full time. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, so I started the channel to make people aware of know your surroundings. If you heard it once, you heard it 1,000 times. And I got sick and tired of listening to people and reading articles in the newspaper. People are buying homes next to the turnpike, and then they complain there's too much turnpike noise. It's like, really? Don't you know what you're buying? Well, I just showed you on the map. It was really close. So this is the neighborhood. They used to be, these are courtyard villas. They're all wood framed courtyard villas. But this was a lifestyle stay neighborhood back in like the year 2020, 5 years ago. And this is the turnpike right here. And I was in this home on the corner lot. You can't see my cursor. I don't know why. Yes, you can. You can see my cursor. But I was here in one of these homes on the corner, and there's the turnpike. So what am I? Maybe 100 yards, 200 yards from the turnpike? And the house physically shook from the trucks driving by. And then the trucks would downshift to get into the Oasis. There's an Oasis gas station up the road here. And when they downshifted, it sounded like there was a train coming through the front of my home. That's how loud it was. It was super loud. Hard pass on that neighborhood. Hard pass. Yes. Yes, Elkin Outdoors. I would, for patio villas, if I'm looking to buy a patio villa right now, I am looking at, I just did a video yesterday about it. If I'm looking at a patio villa, I'm looking most likely at this neighborhood, the Aiden Villas, or I'm looking at this neighborhood, the Dela Villas, or I'm waiting for LaGrange to open up. I'm probably buying into one of these. There's going to be a patio villa neighborhood here, and there's one going to be here. That's what I would do. I would wait for this LaGrange neighborhoods to open up, and I probably would buy probably this one, which is, what's that one called? The Kim Patio Villas. Yeah. This is going to be the Kim Patio Villas in this a little bit south, and then just north of that, it's going to be the Lisa Patio Villas. I probably would stay further south, again, just to stay away from the turnpike. But then again, the town square is here. You might have noise from that. So I don't know. I don't know. I probably will wait to buy a pre-owned one here in Water's Edge. I like the Teagan Patio Villas right here in Water's Edge. If there's a pre-owned one, I'd buy that. Probably even before LaGrange. Anyway, I live 1 mile north, off the north-south runway in Anchorage. I can see the pilot's faces. You get used to the jet noise. Not sure about traffic noise. You get used to the jet noise. Oh my God. You can see the pilot's faces. You're so close. Oh my God. Oh my God. We just stayed in Well Point on our left, and although you could hear it, it was not too bad. Yeah, I would agree. Well Point, it's not going to be too bad. Again, I'm going to say it once. I said it 1,000 times. I think living south of Eastport Town Square is better than living north of Eastport Town Square due to the turnpike noise. Primarily due to the turnpike noise. And even at that, I still think Shady Brook and Water's Edge are still good places to live. Again, I'd be waiting for, was it Long Prairie? Forgot the name of it. Long Prairie is going to open up in here. I think that's going to be really pretty good. But I do think anything north of Eastport is, in my opinion, it's a little too close to the turnpike for my liking. You can get by with it, you know. Yeah, I would stay south, you know. Like I mentioned in my videos, I think if you're in this designer home neighborhood, you're okay. I think if you're in this patio villa neighborhood, you're okay. I'm even squirming about buying into this Edenfield neighborhood. I think all of this Edenfield, for me, it's too close to the turnpike for me, this Edenfield neighborhood. But if you're not sensitive about turnpike noise, these designer homes would be okay in Edenfield. But again, if I'm looking at designer homes, I'm looking at buying in here. I think these homes are going to hold their value. This is where I would buy a designer home, right here. It might be too close to the Eastport Town Square, but they're going to hold their value. People want to live right next to the town square. Until they live next to the town square, then they scratch their chin and say, why did I buy so close to the town square? It's too noisy. But even near Sumter Landing, all those neighborhoods near Sumter Landing, Town Square, those homes sell quickly, very quickly. And these homes are always going to sell quickly because there's always going to be somebody that wants to live next to the town square. So if you're looking at buying a home and flipping it, this is probably the only neighborhood I would consider doing that in, because I think these homes you will actually make a profit on. That's my opinion. Still waiting for our first mining. Yes, that's the other thing about the that was actually one of the first things I heard about living in the South is the quarries. Are you going to make me do this again? You're going to make me do this again. The quarry blasts. Oh my God. Here we go. Are we going to do it to ourselves again? Seriously. Here's the Google Maps. We're starting to zero in. This is Eastport. This is all the development around Eastport. Look at this. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. So, yeah, there you go. So this is Central Lake right here. And these are the reasons I am hesitant about buying near Eastport. You've got the turnpike off to the right. You've got two rock quarries off to the left. And you got the prison in the middle. That's why I'm not jumping in with both feet. And then you have Middleton. Middleton, that's going to draw all the high school age kids in. So Eastport is surrounded by turnpike, rock quarries, prison, and young people. That's why I'm waiting a couple of years to see what shakes out. I certainly am going to wait, because this area has all the ingredients to be either super great or super not so great. So I'm holding off on it. So here you have two rock quarries. And when I first moved to the Villages, I heard people tell me stories about these rock quarries. When I was doing videos of new neighborhoods near Eastport, that's when Water's Edge was first being developed. I was walking around, I was talking to people, I'm asking people, do you hear the blasts of the rock quarries? Because I heard people tell me that they could hear it And surprisingly, they said very seldom. It's only like once a month. So the last time I asked, it was probably a year ago, and I was walking around down here doing a video of, I think, Water's Edge being developed. And I asked somebody, I said, do you hear the rock quarries? And they said, once or twice a month, they will blast in the rock quarries. And this, to be honest with you, was one of my big concerns, was the rock quarries and the turnpike. Again, the prison wasn't as big a concern to me, but the rock quarries and the turnpike were. To me, the prison is a nothing burger to me. The rock quarries, when they start rattling your home, and if they start dynamiting once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, who knows what they're going to end up doing. But as of a year ago, when I talked to a local, they said it wasn't bad. It was like once or twice a month. But you never know. Maybe one day the demand for whatever products they're selling increases and they start blasting twice a week. I don't know. But when they do blast, people told me they could feel their house shake. That's why Eastport scares me. I'll just come out and admit it. Eastport scares me. I think Eastport's going to be the nicest town square, but there's so many things around it that scare me. So yeah, you're going to need a size, McGrath. Where Prophet lives in Oak Hollow would be fine. I don't know. We'll find. We're going to find out. Howdy, Shan, Sips, Shan, and T. Howdy. Hi. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you joining. Water's Edge is freaking nice. Yeah, I still think Water's Edge might be the place to be. Long Prairie, I think, is going to be a good place to be. I agree. Are you still in the Villages? We came back home on the 11th, bought a pre-owned on Saturday the 13th. We closed on it. Congratulations. Hammock and Fenny, yes. I think that's pretty far away. Hammock and Fenny is pretty far away from everything. Congratulations. Fenny is gorgeous. Yes, it is. Congratulations. It's a pending sale in Hammock and Fenny. It's a Lasman against, yes. Yes, great plan. Curious how much Eastport we will hear from. I don't know. We're going to find out. You're going to be the boots on the ground reporting back. The Eagle is exactly the same floor plan. As the Wisteria is framed, the Jasmine is a concrete block. And the Eagle is the new both. Oh, really? I used to live near Rock Quarry in Georgetown, and the blast would knock photos off the walls. So you should feel right at home living near the rock quarries. Off my lawn. I'm sort of looking forward to the first high school. Oh my God. You will fit right in with the Villages. You will fit in with the Villages. I'm going to call you the poster child villager right there with that. Okay. That's good. The blasts aren't felt. Maybe every other year you're going to have to fix cracks in the walls of your home, in the drywall. Maybe you might have to patch some drywall cracks every few years. I don't know. To you, they're not an issue, Craig. And I think that's the point maybe you're missing, is that to you, they're not an issue, but to other people, they might be an issue. To me, they would be an issue. So before you say they're not issues, everything is relative. They're not an issue to you, but they might be issues to other people. I saw a YouTube video of two-time moved happily to Middleton. I don't, I don't know. I think Middleton is going to be, you're going to have more restaurants and shopping there than Eastport sooner. I think Eastport's going to take a while. I don't know. I don't know. I think with Middleton, when you do go out to the bars and restaurants, you're going to see more high school kids there. If that's okay with you, there's nothing wrong with Middleton, I guess. But I thought the reason that you go to and buy into a retirement community is to get away from the kids. So I don't know. You're defeating the purpose of a retirement community, aren't you? It seems it would be bring your own chair. They do that a lot at Lake Sumter too. Most people are bringing their own chairs, or they're sitting in their golf cars around the square watching the entertainment. So most people are bringing their own chairs at Lake Sumter. The poster child villager is on the live stream. Yeah, that's your opinion. Yeah. Many others. Seriously, I'm loving my village I live so far. Well, you don't even live there, Prophet. So how can you like your lifestyle? You're not even living there. The only other complaint I have is to go bowling. It's really far up north. That's how nitpicky I have to be. Yeah, bowling is in Spanish Springs. I didn't know anybody went bowling anymore. Middleton has some great restaurants, but we did see some kids hanging out. Yeah, but so I thought the whole idea of buying into retirement community is to get away from the kids. So if you're buying into retirement, why do you want to hang out with the kids? But I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. Keeps you young. Although there's rumors of duckpin bowling near me. Quack. Oh my God. Anyway. So there's positives and negatives really anywhere you live in the villages. And that's really what I found is the more I dug into it and the more I analyzed, the harder it was for me to find a good spot. And the spot I'm in is not that great. It's okay. I still hear noise from County Road 466 where I live. So I think at the end of the day, there is no 100% sure great spot. And I see a lot of YouTubers doing videos of what's the best village to live in. There is none. They all have positives and negatives, and it depends on what you want. Some are more quieter than others. Some of them are more convenient than others. It depends on what you want. But I still have yet to find the perfect spot to live in the villages, because there's always something that has positive and negative to villages. I have to wait a couple years to watch videos. Until then, I'm a snowflake. Meaning I go back and forth again between the Saginaw and Delaware. Delaware, are you for independence? But still, the point that you have to understand, though, is for what the villages offers amenity-wise, it's still a reasonably cheap place to live. And when you have all these amenities at the reasonable price, and the Villages, in my opinion, is actually a fairly cheap place to live. Everybody's making comments on the videos, oh, it's so expensive to live in the Villages. Actually, it is not. You pay a $199 a month amenity fee, and I'm paying like a $225 a year maintenance assessment fee. That's it. For all the amenities in the Villages, that's cheap. I had a subscriber tell me she lives in a 55 plus community in Florida and she's paying $1,000 a month for her amenities. It's like, what? In the Villages, you're paying maybe what, $300 a month, $250 a month for all your amenities. It's second to none. So for that, you can put up with a little bit of prison lights or a blast once in a while from a rock quarry. I think that's really the point that you should think about. I still think it's a good place to live. So, and then you tend to overanalyze these areas. It's like, I got nothing else to do. I'm going to do a video a day, so I'm just going to overanalyze these areas. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just overanalyzing them. But they're still good places to live. And then I make general comments like, I think it's a little bit better to live south of Eastport than it is north. That's because of the turnpike noise. But then again, you can make the argument it's better to live north because you're further away from the high school. So it depends on what you want. And I think that's the beauty of doing a YouTube channel is you start conversations. Fenny's not really that far. It is literally a 12-minute go. That's what you said. 12 minutes to Magnolia. I have a question about Magnolia. Anytime I was down there making videos, I would spend the whole day making videos down there. I'd make 4 or 5 videos every time I went. But when I would go to Magnolia, it was always a lot of people in the restaurants, in the stores. Is it overcrowded? The question, and maybe I'm going to put a poll up on the YouTube channel. Is Magnolia Plaza overcrowded? Yes or no? And everybody's going to have a different definition of overcrowded. Are there long wait lines at Magnolia Plaza? Serious question, really. We're going to get serious now. If I wanted a patio villa like a Moonstone, but wanted a bigger garage, could I build that? I doubt it. I don't think so. You can buy Moonstones with 2-car garages. I don't think they would modify it. I think they would say, well, you need to buy one of the pre-existing models that we have. But they do have, I think, a Moonstone with a 2-car garage. Let me know. That's a good question. I don't know if they're going to allow you to customize patio villas. That's a good question. I really don't know the answer to that. I would say I doubt it because they offer models that have a large garage. But then, yeah, maybe not. Maybe they would customize it. If anybody knows, leave an answer. My wife and I made the 10,000 pound for a lot in LaGrange, designer home neighborhood, 3 lots north of Millionaires Row. Wow. There's our very first purchase in what I think is going to be the best designer home neighborhood near Eastport, right here. He just bought a lot in here somewhere. I think that's going to be the best designer home neighborhood for a long, long time. This is going to be just like Bridgeport at Lake Sumter. Homes will go out for sale and they'll be sold immediately. That's what I think. No sips. If you're going to modify, you need to buy a designer to build it. Yes. That's what I think. Yeah, you have to. They'll modify a designer, but not a patio villa. But you can get 2-car garage patio villas. Thank you. That's kind of a interesting name. You're welcome. That's so exciting. Here's the Village's excellent in a nutshell. Annette and I put together some furniture one evening, and we finished at about 10:30. So the summer accomplishment. What? Am I missing something? Congrats, good choice. We hopped in our golf cart and took a ride to drive through the. Got a milkshake. Where'd you go to the drive-through at? Where's there a drive-through to get a milkshake? At Magnolia Plaza? Thanks, Craig Sailor. I see. Must do designer for changes. There's a fantastic pen with in hammock that is like 285. So there's one in a hammock in Fenny, 285. There's a patio villa and a hammock in Fenny. So where is that? That is up here. Somewhere up here. $285 for a patio villa? Up in here somewhere? Right there. This one. Must be this one. Side bird cage? Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, there it is. Side bird cage. Tile floors too. Look at that. You got Formica countertops. Tile floors. I'm not sure I like the dark gray cabinets. Did the Villages put those dark gray cabinets in, or did the homeowner paint them that way? Natural gas stove. Wow. Lots of stuff in there. Side bird cage. Very nice. There you have it. And it is $284.9 with a flyer. It's a ruby. And it has $18,000 bond. So there you go. 285 and 18 is 303. 303,000 all in. Yeah. Outside, you'll enjoy the large screen enclosure. Very nice. So there you have it. Patio villa time. Hammock and Fenny. So you're out here. So you say it's 12 minutes to get there. Maybe. Okay. We had toured that home for mother-in-law. I've looked at the patio villa and birdcage. You like it? So are you going to buy it, Shannon? What's your name, Shannon? I don't think so regarding Magnolia. Oh, you don't think it is overcrowded? Okay. Is it It is busy, but I did not think it was overcrowded. Reveal was a bit of a wait, but if you get there early, you're fine. Okay. The Megan Pump was picked over in December out of a lot, not too long of lines, though. Okay. You're going to find that in Florida, though. The grocery stores Lots of things that you want to buy going to be gone pretty much any time of the year, but really, more so in Christmas time. That's what I noticed moving from Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, all the grocery store shelves are full all the time. Rarely did we run out of things, but when I moved to Florida, it was hard finding stuff. It still was hard finding stuff. We're toward a Sycamore C model. Okay, Sycamore C. Sycamore. Nicole, I love the Sycamore design as well as the Kingfisher. Yeah. McDonald's. Oh, you went to McDonald's in Magnolia. How far is that golf cart ride from your Prophet? Golf cart ride from the Prophet's house to McDonald's in Magnolia. 12 minutes? How far is it? I think it's fun to see golf carts in drive-throughs. Yeah, it is kind of neat. I know exactly what sips. Ordered very slowly, and they talked me through the process. I got nervous. I believe the villages did. I like them. You like the dark gray? Really? Okay. I'm definitely going to try a drive-through in the golf cart next time. I'll be brave. Oh my God. 12 minutes from our Jasmine to the Magnolia. So it may be 14 to the Ruby you just looked at. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully things change for the better for you. Central Texas, you're going to get grocery stores full. In Wisconsin, grocery stores are full. In Florida, not so much. Florida has 25 million people in a small land mass. Keep that in mind. Wisconsin had 5.5 million people in a medium-sized land mass. There's a lot of people that live in Florida, and they're all going to the grocery stores. We are the following in Eastport, 5. Sawgrass, 10. Magnolia, 10. Middleton, 15. Brownwood, 23. Edna's, 15. Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all, these times right here. That is not bad at all. Middleton. Yeah. My sister-in-law simply told that she had 3 choices. She could move down to Florida and near them, move down. Oh my God. I'm staying out of that. Oh my God. Everybody has their challenges in life, I guess. So what time is it? What do we got here? Hour and 8 minutes. Is there anything else you want to cover on the live stream today? Overall, I did the video. Do you buy now or do you wait? That drew some interesting comments, but I figured it would. Let's take a look. Did the villages discount any homes here? No, not yet. I'm waiting for these homes to be discounted, but they're not. Why doesn't anybody want to live here? Just because it's too close to the prison? What's the deal? I don't think this is a bad spot. It's away from the power station. There's the power station. These homes down here, I think they're okay. I would actually consider buying one of these, to be honest with you. With a north-facing lanai, maybe. I don't know why people have such an aversion to these homes. You want to stay away from the power substation, which is this green patch. But I think these homes around this retention pond, I wouldn't have an issue with them at all. What do you think? I would wait for one of these to go on sale and maybe possibly buy it up if it had a good backyard. You have to look at the backyards on these homes. What's this one? Let's say this Mockingbirds, for instance, goes on sale. Would I buy the Mockingbird if it went on sale? Probably not. There's no retention wall. So what about this one? What about this one? This one, maybe. There's a wall behind it. Right about here, this house, right here. Kingfisher F. I don't want an F. So you're looking at the Kingfisher C. So would you buy this home? South-facing Lanai. It has, I think that's a concrete wall in the backyard. That is a veranda home neighborhood. Why wouldn't you buy this? See, these are the kind of cabinets I like, Shannon. Light gray with the white quartz. This is my style. Crisp and clean with no caffeine, as the commercial was. This light gray I like. Not the dark gray. I'm not a dark gray kind of guy. White with the light gray. I even like the light colored flooring. This is my style. Just call me Mr. Light and Bright. Oh, you watched it? Yeah. Yeah, to Perla. She's a barbecue chef. She comes out to the street almost every night. And I do a lot of videos with her on the street. And she absolutely had no cell phone. 3 children, no cell phone. And because she's such a good spirit, and she helped me out on my channel, I bought her a cell phone for Christmas. And she very appreciative of it. Now I'm going to help her start a YouTube channel so she can earn money on social media as well as the barbecue, because she doesn't earn a lot on doing the barbecue. She earns next to nothing. She sells chicken feet for 5 pesos, for instance. 5 pesos is like 10 cents. So I'm going to try to help her get her YouTube channel up and going. And she needed a phone for that. So Santa Claus came early. Thank you. Look at your crystal ball and tell me where they will be building late in 28. Oh, God. Let's go to Vans. Okay, let's share this tab. Late 28, early 29. We want to go to the Vans website. Not secure. I don't know why I can't get to it. But something's getting hosed up. Something tells me it's. No idea what's going on. I wonder what can you see? Williams Vans maps. Okay. For some reason it's working now. Did I just end my live stream? Okay. Where am I? I need to add a scene, a media scene. I need to add the Vans maps. This software is just not the easiest stuff to use, especially if you only use it once in a blue moon. So the Vans maps, go to vans.com maps, and he does maps of the villages. Soon you will see the screen. I don't know. Maybe you won't see the screen. Maybe you won't. Subdivision, PDF. Please download. There. My God. Why is everything so difficult? I have the slowest internet on earth is the reason. So 28, 29, I think they're going to be building here. They are going to be building right here in late 28 and 29. This is a pig in a poke. I have no idea. So they build 3,000 homes a year around, roughly. Between 3,000 and 4,000 homes per year they build. So in 28, so you're talking 26, you're talking 9,000 homes. My guess is they're going to be building in here. They're going to be building in this neighborhood, Farmstead, Bradshaw Hill, Long Prairie areas. They're going to probably be finishing up whatever these neighborhoods are called. Merritt Field. You see Merritt Field right there. So these are probably going to be finishing up, and then they're probably going to continue southward. And then in 3 years from now, I'm going to be doing videos. I'm going to be saying, this area here is the best spot to build your home, to buy your home. It's further away from the turnpike. Turnpike's way over here, but yet it's only 15 minutes from the town square. So here's Long Prairie, but maybe this area down here will be the best because it's further away from the turnpike. Down here, you probably won't hear it at all. So I don't know. But I do think they're going to be developing Long Prairie and Bradshaw Hill, Farmstead, Merritt Field, and all of these neighborhoods, again, I think are going to be snuggled up near the turnpike. You can see that, right? So I don't know if they're going to be developing along the turnpike first and then working their way inward. That's what they seem to be doing a lot of. They build homes along the turnpike. People are excited. They buy the home near the turnpike, and then they start developing inward and southward and away from the turnpike. So maybe down in this area, I would think. I think you're going to have good opportunities. I don't think they're going to be too far away from. My suspicion is that they're going to be developing LaGrange here, Edenfield, LaGrange, and then they're going to be finishing off Oak Hollow down here, and then they're going to be moving over here. My guess is Sandy Hill, Green Grove Hill, Hopkins Pass. They're going to develop all of that. Farmstead, Bradshaw Hill, Long Prairie. This is all going to get developed. And then after that, they're going to come down here. The only question is, are they going to develop along here near the turnpike first? Is that even going to be residential? I don't know. or are they going to come over here and start developing it down in here? You're going to have good opportunities in a couple of years. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. You're going to have great opportunities in a couple of years. They might even be better than what you have today. Oh, I missed. I think I'm missing a lot of comments, right? I don't even know where I left off. Is it that many comments? I think so. Info here. All right, you did the lifestyle. We had toured that home mother-in-law. Megan picked over December. We had built Eagle with a golf cart garage. You can see golf carts in the drive-throughs. Saw that. 12 minutes. Saw that. She chooses Florida. Saw that. Look into your crystal ball. And this is the one we did. I would not own next to Marsh Bend Trail either. Okay. Yeah, I would agree. I'm wondering if it's because Marsh Bend. Yes. Keep in mind, not everybody likes dramatic contrasts, and you're going to sell a home a lot easier to more people with a light tan, with a light gray interior than a dark gray. Dark gray is going to appeal to a smaller population of people if you're looking at resale value. But if you don't care about it, well, then paint your cabinets red, white, and blue. It doesn't matter. But if you're looking ever to resell the home, typically your lighter colors will sell faster. Except we have the light gray cabinets with the white quartz, handsome. Like the darker gray, but the light. Yeah. Internet service. Yeah, the white on white is awesome. I agree. Love the crisp, clean white on white look. 16 a month, 1 gig. Central fiber. Yeah, I think it's around 3,000 homes a year they build. Yeah, I think Long Prairie is going to be awesome. All right. Yeah, I think you're going to have great opportunities. They might actually be better opportunities 3 years from now than what you have now. Because in 3 years, you're going to be further away from the turnpike, you're going to be further away from the prison, you're going to be further away from the rock quarry blasting. Everything's going to be further away, but you're also going to be further away from Eastport. You want to stay within 10, 12 minutes of Eastport, though. That's kind of the trick. That's the tricky part about it, is you got to stay close enough to the town square, but far enough away from the loud noises. And that's pretty much the villages in general. Anywhere you look and live in the villages, stay close to the town square, stay far enough away from the noises, know your surroundings. Yeah, I'm going to end the live. It's an hour and 24 minutes anyway. That's it for the live. We'll see you next week. We'll do Sunday evening, 7 p.m. Unless I forget, like I did this time. But otherwise, that is it for the live. We'll see you next week, Sunday evening, 7 p.m. Florida time. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Some of them are built without. You're welcome, Prophet. Thank you for sending the white noise video. Appreciate it. Too bad I couldn't figure out how to play it on the live stream. Take care. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas, everyone. Live stream is over and out.